So today we're going to apply what we've learned with combining like terms and multiplying polynomials wi- with area and perimeter. So let's start off first by making sure we remember what area and perimeter are. To find the area of the area of a polygon is basically the number of square units inside a shape. And we're going to specifically talk about squares and rectangles today. Now, we are also going to use formulas. So if we're talking about a square, so let's say I have a square, the area of a square, what we would do, because all the sides are the same, so like let's call this, typically we would call that side S, or you could call it side X. If you think about it, since all the sides are the same, if I'm trying to figure out how many squares fit in that, I'm going to do the length times the width. But because they're both the same, you will often see the formula say area equals side squared. If it's a rectangle, because the length and the width are different, you would say that the area is length times width. Now, of course, you can use length times width for a square as well, but I just want you to be aware that there are two formulas and that since the sides are all the same for a square, it's side squared. Now, the perimeter is the distance around a polygon. So when we're dealing with perimeter, we're basically adding up all the sides. So, and that should just be review. So real quick, if I'm going to talk about the perimeter of a square, think about that since all the sides are the same, s plus s plus s plus s, that's going to give us 4s. So the perimeter formula is P equals 4s. And for a rectangle, the perimeter formula, because you have two lengths, we would say 2L plus, since you have two widths, it would be plus 2W. So the first four problems are finding the area of a square, and I would like you to practice using the formulas. So for number one, the length has a side length, or the square has a side length of 8. Find its area. I want you to use A equals S squared, and I also want you to use, for perimeter, P equals 4S. So for example, if I'm going to do the square, I like to draw the picture. So since the square has all sides, it would be 8. If I'm going to find its area, I'm just going to do the area is equal to 8 squared, which we're then going to say the area is equal to 64. And since I haven't put a label on it, we could just say it's units squared. So when we're talking about area, we say units squared because it's talking about the number of square units inside that shape. Now the perimeter would be P equals 4 times 8, which is going to give me 32. And we would just say that's 32 units, not square units. So real quick also, just a reminder, you can check 8 times 8 is 64, and then for the area, and then if you do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 32. So now stop the video and try 2 and 3 on your own and tune back in to me for number 4. All right, so these first two problems weren't too tricky. I always like to draw the shape so that I can really check myself at the end to make sure it makes sense. So for the first one, you would just, for number 2, it would just be x squared. And then for perimeter, it would just be 4x because we don't know what x is. If you wrote units squared in units as well, that's even better. For number 3, I would do the side squared, which is going to result in 9x squared. And then for the perimeter, I'm going to do 4 times 3x, which would give us 12x. You also, of course, could just be thinking through 3x times 3x is 9x squared, and 3x plus 3x plus 3x plus 3x is going to give us 12x. So now taking a look at the fourth one. If you did the fourth one on your own, great. Let's just see if you did it correctly. Area gets tricky here because if you're thinking about the area of a square, all of these sides are 4x plus 5. So if I'm finding the area and I'm using the formula, you're doing 4x plus 5 squared. Now, because that's a binomial, we know that we can't just bring the exponent into the parentheses. We could only do that if that was multiplication. Because that's two terms, remember that's the same as doing 4x plus 5 times another 4x plus 5. So here you could use the shortcut because that's a special product, or if you're not good at the shortcut, you can go through and just do FOIL for each one. So remember, everything in the first set of parentheses has to get multiplied by everything in the second set of parentheses. So the area here, if you accidentally said it was 16x squared plus 25, you forgot that there's a middle term. So remember the shortcut, you square the first term, 4x squared would be 16x squared. You multiply your two terms together, 4x and 5 gives us 20x, double it, that gives us 40x. And then you square the last term to give us 25. So area for binomials, you have to remember that there's going to be a middle term. Now the perimeter, you could just add all of your like terms together from your picture, or you could use the formula. So the formula is just 4 times 4x plus 5. You could still use 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, but because they're all the same, just multiplying it by 4 is faster. So here you would get 16x plus 20. Now the next four problems are talking about area and perimeter of a rectangle. So the area formula for a rectangle is just going to be length times width. And then the perimeter formula is going to be 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So go ahead and stop the video and go ahead and try 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then come back to see if you've done them correctly. So I want you to try those using the formulas. So double checking your answers for 5, 6, and 7. I got 6 units and 10 units, or 6 units squared and 10 units for number 5. For number 6, all you have to do is multiply x and y together to get the area, and then multiply x by 2 and y by 2 to get the perimeter. Because these aren't like terms, you can't combine them. And then for number 7, I got 15x squared for the area and 16x for the perimeter. I thought I would go ahead and do number 8 with you since it's a binomial. So for number 8, we have this rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and draw it. So one side is going to be x plus 2, and it doesn't really matter which one is which, and the other one is x plus 4. Now when you find the area, you're going to multiply the length and width together. So you do x plus 2 times x plus 4. Now, because that's a binomial times a binomial, you have to go through and do FOIL. So I'm going to do x times x is x squared, x times 4 is 4x, 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 4 is 8. Then you can combine your middle terms, and you get that x squared plus 6x plus 8 is our area. Now, when you do the perimeter, for the perimeter, be careful. Sometimes people just do x plus 2 plus x plus 4, but you have to remember there are 2 x plus 2s and there are 2 x plus 4s. So you would need to multiply x plus 2 by 2, and you need to multiply x plus 4 by 2. You also could, if you drew the picture, just add up all four sides to get your final answer. But if you're using this method, distribute the 2, you get 2x plus 4. Distribute the 2, you get 2x plus 8. And then combine your like terms, you get 4x plus 12. Okay? So also in this, it doesn't matter what you put in for the length and the width. Like if you put the x plus 4 in for the length and the x plus 2 in for the width, it doesn't matter. All right, let's move on. So this next set of problems is giving you in words what your expression is. So let's take a look at number 9. So number 9 is saying that the length of a rectangle is 8 more than the width. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my rectangle, and let's just talk about this for a second. It's 8 more than the width. So more than means that I would add 8 to the width. Do I know what the width is? The answer is no, I don't know what the width is. So one of these sides is going to be my variable, right? So the width, let's call that x. You could also call it w if you wanted to. So that's x. The length, the longer side, is going to be 8 more than the width. So that would be whatever the width is, which we don't know is x plus 8. So in this one, it's really important that you draw the picture and you label your length and your width with what they stand for. So then I would find the area by doing the area is equal to the length times the width. So that would just be x times x plus 8. And all you do is distribute the x, and you get that the area is x squared plus 8x. And then for the perimeter, you do perimeter is equal to 2 times the length. So I could say 2 times x plus 8 plus 2 times the width, which we're calling x. So then I'm going to distribute the 2 to get 2x plus 16. And then I'm going to add 2x to that to give me 4x plus 16. So now stop the video and give numbers 10 and 11 a try. For these, you need to draw the rectangle and label the length and the width with your variable expressions. So here are the correct answers to these problems. I want to point out to you on question number 11. It says that the length of a rectangle is 4 less than 5 times its width. Be careful that for that you wrote 5x minus 4. It's not 4 minus 5x because 4 less than something would be that something minus 4. Whenever it says less than, that means that number is being subtracted from whatever follows the word than. So like if I say to you, I have $5 less than you, then you have more money than me, right? So this is more than this. So you would subtract the 4. So that's a mistake lots of people make. The less than, that goes last. Then also notice in all of these, one of your sides has to be your lone variable because these statements are making a comparison towards something we don't know what the value of it is. So that's why we have to throw in a variable. All right. All right, now there are a few more problems left on this paper. I want you to stop the video and try 12 through 14 100% on your own and come back. If you want to do the first part of number 12 first, like label your picture, and then come back and check your video to see if you labeled it correctly before you start answering the problems, that might be useful. Okay, so stop the video, label your picture. So with this one, the less than comes in again, right? So I want 5 less than twice the width. Since I don't know what the width is, I called that x. And then the other side is 2 times x minus 5, because twice means you're multiplying by 2. All right, so make sure you have the labels. It might help if you put 2x minus 5 here and x right here as well. And now go ahead and do the rest of the problems and come back to see if you did them correctly. And so here are the answers to the rest of the problems. Again, I want to point out for number 14, because it's a square, when you find the area of that, because that's a binomial, that's a special product. So you do have a middle term there. You can just write out 5x plus 1 times 5x plus 1 and go through FOIL completely to see that you do have a middle term of 10x. All right, that's it for today.